Hello mindenkinek!
Hello everyone! Hi Vicky! You're watching a special program. These days more and more people are talking about Hungary's spiritual rise in the world, and now we would like to share in English those ancient ideas that I believe could serve well for the entire world. On our flag we say the channel of different knowledge. What does this mean?
I think different knowledge means that every person is capable to temporarily get out of the sheep herd and have individual thoughts.
This was said by Archibald, who is now living temporarily in the States, not in Hungary, but his thoughts fit here perfectly. If you look at Vicky's face, she will not like it, but her face is going to appear on the screen. We made several programs already with her, like the Dancing with the Angels, the different sounds of love conversation,
Or the separation has begun.
or the program we call such as Blinding the Peasants. When discussing these subjects, we are also interested in your opinion. Vicky, when I tell you the term "in health we invest," what does it mean to you?
For me it means what I can do for my health. So basically, how can I invest in order for me to live a healthy life? The health of the body is also part of this.
So the real investment is not when we gamble or play broker or...
Money is still an instrument in this world now, but not a purpose.
Perfect view. We have a program called Responsibility Quotient, RQ. What does it mean to take responsibility today?
For me it means that what happens with me in my life is my responsibility. And if I have a problem, I'm only looking for the source in myself and turn to myself to solve it. I'm not looking for excuses outside when something happens.
So this is the philosophy of the conscious people. Why is it important to be conscious these days?
It is a must. There is no other way. But if you choose the true path, you have to step on the path of responsibility.
So basically, we would like these thoughts to reach more and more people. You can support us by sharing these on various online portals so we get even more feedback. We think of our job as planting thought seeds. It means if this becoming morphogenetic field contains everyone's thoughts, the words which come from a different thinking can, when heard, start some change in the collective consciousness.
Yes, even one sentence can be enough for someone to wake up or get some thought process started when that information is researched. And after that, it is also very important to manifest that.
I'm sure you know that the great majority of all the fantastic things were invented by Hungarians. If you're watching us on a computer, you have to know it was brought to you by a Hungarian. If you light a cigarette with matches, a Hungarian inventor came up with it. The ugly atomic bomb was also invented by Hungarians, and we are not very proud of that. But let's acknowledge that the Hungarian mind that was commonly referred to in the US as UFOs speaking is connected to the context you're hearing right now, translated to you in English. We have a fantastic program called Paraminutes, and within that we are presenting the latest free energy technologies, which was first invented by Tesla in the United States. Vicky, what would you tell our spiritual siblings out in the big, wild world?
Watch us. Hopefully, they will also get the thought needed to take the next step in life.
Önök most a VNTV...
You were watching the Viva Natura or VNTV intro. Please stay tuned and leave comments. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you. Hello there, Zsats. Welcome to VNTV. I'm sure my viewers would be interested what exactly you do and why are you so interested about consciousness and what's your knowledge in this area, because you're going to be doing our translations and you are involved with our TV. So let our viewers get to know you a bit better. Please talk about yourself.
I'm interested in consciousness because, to quote one of my favorite previous thinkers, Albert Einstein, I would say that no problem can be solved on the same level of consciousness where it was created. He didn't say, but I would add to this, that on a higher level of consciousness, the problem disappears. It is not solved, it disappears. My quest and my mission would be to feel this consciousness, get to know with it, understand it, and then share it with whoever is interested in this area.
And how long you've been interested? How did you get involved in this whole topic area?
We have been doing this for quite a while now. I would say that seriously, like full-time, we started our own publishing house, which is 9 years now.
Wow, and what exactly do you do concretely?
I do all the translations from Hungarian to English and from English to Hungarian, and I hold lectures in the topic both nationally and internationally.
What do you think about our generation? these days. I mean, you see people walking on the street our age, and some of them are so behind, let's say. I mean, they don't really catch up with this new flow, new energies, and I never know how to help them. What would be the best way to enlighten them, to be a little bit more open about the changes? I mean, we are going to a big change these days. What do you think about this?
We are right now reaching a new kind of consciousness. What I can do to help them? Basically nothing. To have empathy to them, to support them in what they want to do. My quest is not to enlighten the world, as I said. My quest would be to share my knowledge and information to those who are interested. Not because that I would know something better. I just have a viewpoint that I put a lot of energy in researching, and I'm glad to share just the essence of what I came through so that other people don't have to put in this long time. I offer the same to you. If what you hold you feel is interesting, if you feel is deep, they will ask you. And when they ask, when you see openness, you can say something. Exactly because of this, I totally changed the style of my lectures now. It's totally interactive. If they are not interested, I have nothing to say.
And what do you think will happen the end of the year? Because everybody's talking about this big boom, let's say, big dimension change, and we will just elevate and we will be reborn. What's your opinion about this?
Personally, I'm not a very strong believer of external consciousness development, because in this viewpoint, I ain't got nothing to do, I just wait and my consciousness will boom elevated. Not exactly. External factors can help me. For instance, if I learn to listen to others and I'm in a consciousness where people can listen to me instead of always attacking me, it can help, but it won't necessarily. If I don't put in the hard work of changing each and every single cell in my body to make it a little bit more conscious each day, then I don't think any major thing will happen. Whether things will come to a climax at at the end of this year or not, I don't exactly know, and I'm not a prophet.
There's so many questions around this, and even at this TV, we had psychics coming in, we had Christians coming in, so we got all angles, and yet sometimes I feel the message is integrated, sometimes I feel it's like completely contradictory. And so I don't want to confuse our viewers. I think everybody has their own viewpoints. However, it's important to have at least a message that is straightforward, but I guess we don't really have that message. So what would you say exactly to your students, like what angles they should look at to be able to prepare, to be able to elevate to a new spiritual level, let's say?
I could sum up my message to this in 2 words.
Okay.
First would be flexibility, and the other would be consciousness. And these two go hand in hand. Because you see, if I am conscious, meaning that I'm able to look at right now for the situation that is happening in front of me. Now this is very important, because usually what we do is that we look at a situation and we match patterns. Match patterns in our lives, match patterns all of the evolution that our brain has developed. I look at a sword and I know that it's a sword even if I haven't seen anyone before, and I look at you and I know you because you look like somebody that I saw yesterday, and I have a complete picture about you without saying a word. This is not consciousness. This is pattern matching.
Right.
This helps me if I need to survive and I have no intelligence. When I was a little animal and I saw a big tiger, I knew I had to run.
So you're talking about cellular memory here?
Exactly.
Okay.
What I'm talking about when I say consciousness is to put these, let's say, survival tools aside. Right now, I'm big enough, I'm intelligent enough to make decisions on my own without these patterns. I look at you, and no matter how much you look like somebody I knew very well, I look at you and I take this individual situation into consideration, make the decision in this moment for the moment. And this decision has no consequences in the future. Maybe in the future I will make a completely different decision in the same situation.
Okay, so thank you so much, and I'm sure our viewers got a little glimpse of you, and will have an idea how you can get involved even more in the future with VNTV. So thank you so much for coming, and do you have any last thoughts on this whole topic?
First of all, thank you very much for the opportunity. I wish everybody to put great attention on flexibility and consciousness.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.